Hi parents, I just wanted to take a couple minutes to tell you about my math scoring system. So in my math classroom, students have a math binder that they brought in, and I fill it with Eureka math pages. That goes along with all of our math lessons. And when we do our lessons, a lot of times I assign independent work for like the end of class after we've done some practice. And generally those are exit tickets. So I created this like math binder sheet to help students keep track of what they're expected to complete in my classroom. So there is an area that they write right in here what independent work I assigned. And as you can see, the student wrote exit tickets that were assigned. They mark it when they're finished in this column here. And then about once a week, I go through and I check every student's binder, and I give them a score on their independent work. So this scoring column is where I write their score here. Now, if they're missing an exit ticket or it's not completed, when I look in their binder, I put a circle like this one right here in that area, just letting them know, hey, I was looking for that, I didn't see it, reminder, you need to complete this. If when I score it, like these two scores up here, and I feel like the student hasn't completely understood the concept or they're making some errors still and they need to revisit to help improve their mastery, then I will still write the score, but then I'll circle this please redo spot right here. And this lets the student know that I'm looking for them to go back to that lesson to review what it was that we did, maybe look in their notes where we took notes, or come ask me for help and say, okay, what do I need to do, or what was it that I missed on this exit ticket to help improve their understanding. And so once they've redone it, they put a mark here in this redo when it's finished column, and then I'll go through and I'll look at it again. So for this particular student, I wrote a little note saying that I saw that they redid it and they looked at it, but I still see an error that they're making, so I wanted to talk to them. So I'll either write a note on their binder page, like in their binders, or I will, on the sheet, I just might write a little like see me, just so they know that I want to talk to them about that, and then they help remind me that I wanted to talk to them. So over here is where I would write the new score, so like down here. Once it's redone, the new score goes here, and that is also the new score that goes in the grade book. So when you're looking on Power Schools, you're going to see a lot of grades for the different lessons in our Eureka Math program. And I just put in a bunch of grades yesterday, so you'll see some of these different lesson grades here. And basically I put grades into Power Schools to help make sure the students understand that I am holding them accountable for those assignments. It is classwork, and our classwork and homework section is only worth 5% of their grade, but I want it to be worth something. Now, just to let you know, when they get scores like 1 out of 2, or if it's like a 3 out of 5 or something like that, they're always welcome to redo that, and their score can improve in Power Schools. So if you see any of those low lesson assignments, you can for sure ask your 6th grader and say, hey, are you redoing that assignment? Or make sure you talk to Mrs. Gummow and see if you need help with that. Those are great reminders, but what I tell the students is that their math binder is this big working document. It's this big practice. So all of this stuff that we're doing, we're practicing these skills, and we're trying to, develop understanding and to help prepare for like tests and quizzes, because that's what's going to be the big part to check for their understanding. So if you see those low scores on the lessons, it's okay. Just know that your 6th grader is working to redo those and talking with me. Generally, our math binders stay in the classroom just to kind of alleviate some of that backpack weight. They do at the end of class time, when we're working on independent work, when they're finished with that day's work, they might have a few extra minutes, and that's when they're supposed to be going back and working on their redos or completing anything they haven't had a chance to complete yet. They can take their math binders home if they choose to, and they know this, but they are responsible to make sure that they bring them back to class every day, because we do use them on a daily basis. So if it's something like you want to look at their binder or, check it over once a week with them, feel free, ask them to bring it home. That is totally okay. And if you have any questions about this system, or when you're looking in Power Schools at their grade, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I am always here to help. So I hope that helps you understand a little bit more about how my math binder, like tracking system and grading system, works. Have a great night.